Hey guys, AJ Jamal here. Welcome back to yet again another video, and today I'm going to be going over the ultimate Mulebuy spreadsheet. A lot of you guys have been using my current spread, and I actually made a lot of different updates. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over everything that you need to know. And if you guys haven't signed up already, I highly recommend clicking the link down in the description below to go ahead and sign up for Mulebuy, because you get an exclusive sign up offer and you do not want to go ahead and miss out on it. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive right in. So I'm going to leave a link to my beacons page down in the description below, and you're going to be able to go and find a bunch of different links, but you want to go and click on this one right here, which is going to be the spreadsheet. Once you get to the spread, you're going to find a bunch of different categories. If you click on any of these, you will actually be taken down to the section where it has the products. For instance, let's say I wanted some pants. All I have to do is click here and it's going to bring me down, and all I have to do is click on these links and simply buy. For instance, let's say I wanted these spider pants right here. All I have to do is click on the link and it's going to allow me to select from the product listing. So here's what the product listing looks like. Sometimes, especially for Spider, Denim Tier, and other brands that kind of have a top and a bottom, they'll have a bunch of different listings. They'll have the hoodie and they'll also have the pants as well. One thing that I do like about Mulebuy though is you can actually see QC photos before you actually buy. A lot of times people would have already used this link already to go ahead and purchase something of Spider. Then you can easily look through and see if it is the quality that you like. So I already had this green Spider hoodie. It was honestly really good quality, but I could probably assume the same thing about these other ones, and even some that don't actually make it on this list. Let's say it's a very unpopular colorway like this lime green one. Like, who's wearing this lime green Spider hoodie? But honestly, to each its own. But you can see here that there's a bunch of different listings, and you can pretty much trust every single one on here because I pretty much tested a lot of them. Also, one thing that you will actually know is that you do want to go true to size when it comes down to Spider or most of these clothing. There are going to be size charts. Sometimes you can actually find them if you scroll down. Yep, this one does have a size chart and you can look closely at it, but personally I always go true to size. Don't even look at it, don't even waste your time with this unless you are really big on trying to get the size right. But overall, I will say that buying Spider off of Mulebuy is pretty much a win-win situation. Now moving over to the shirt section, we can see that we do have a bunch of different shirts that we can select from, and honestly these shirts are really fairly priced. Mulebuy actually loads very fast. Like, I didn't even cut there, and that's one of my favorite things about this platform. Pretty much the same thing I was talking about with Spider clothing will be the same here. As you can see, there's a bunch of different colorways that you can pick from. It doesn't really matter which one you get. They're all going to be the same quality. They're pretty much just different designs, and you could always scroll down. Most of the time they will have a size chart if you are a stickler for that, and they also do have the QC photos underneath it. Moving on to puffer jackets, I will say it is harder to go ahead and get your hands on these, especially when it comes down to the summertime. Like, when this video releases, it's probably going to be June, and as you can see, this jacket is super expensive. It's going to be very hard to get your hands on it. One thing that I did notice about the listing here is they do not have any sizing, so I'm assuming that this is pretty much off the shelf because this is coming from Weedian. As you can see right here, it has the Weedian logo, and I'm assuming that they just do not sell this currently, so you probably have to go ahead and wait until November, December time to go ahead and purchase this, but I keep it on the spreadsheet for ease of access. As you can see, we have a bunch of different hats on here that you can purchase. I'm not going to go over hats because they're pretty much one size fits all. You pretty much pay the price and that's pretty much it. I mean, they're very cheap. When it comes down to belts, I do recommend measuring yourself, making sure that you got the right centimeters and figuring out how big of a belt you need. Personally, I am a size 34 waist, so I'm not 100% sure on which size I would be, but I do recommend measuring before actually purchasing one of these. So I just ran the calculations, and I'm probably going to need a 95 centimeter to 100 centimeter belt, but again, I do recommend looking it up. You can even ask ChatGPT, or you just take a measuring tape and measure one of your belts that you have at home. But again, this is actually a good listing and you can easily pick this up. Good quality belts will actually run you a little bit of money. As you can see, $41. Here's the ring section, and you can see that there's a bunch of different rings on here. They're all really good quality. Me personally, I don't usually wear rings, but I can guarantee you that these are going to be really good. A lot of the rings are obviously one size fits all, so keep that in mind. Scrolling down, we do have the backpack section. I even found some Pokemon backpacks on here, which is actually really interesting. I don't know if I would actually buy this from Mulebuy. I would probably buy this from like Amazon. I feel like they have those on there. But overall, a bunch of different backpacks that you can pick up for a really good price. There's also a wide range of necklaces. Again, another area that I have no clue about, but it's definitely on the spreadsheet, and you can can find a bunch of different ones. These are some crazy finds that you can easily pick up, especially the Chrome Hearts necklace. Here's the earring section, and honestly, I don't wear earrings as well. A lot of this like accessory stuff, I'm not really big into it. I feel like these Chrome Heart earrings would be super hard, especially for someone that naturally wears earrings, but me personally, I just don't wear them. Next up, we do have the glasses section. You have Heron Preston glasses. You have a bunch of different types. You have off-white glasses for $2, Chrome Hearts, you guys name it, Cartiers for $8. Honestly, I highly recommend tapping in with the glasses. They're a good accessory to add into your collection. Here's my Balenciaga sunglasses, and honestly, they are really good. They feel amazing, and you can see on the side here, it does say Balenciaga. These are actually really good quality, and I can't recommend them enough. When it comes down to electronics, I can't recommend them enough, especially for the AirPods. You can actually buy a bunch of them from Mulebuy, and as you guys know, I'm a big reseller, so you can easily start reselling them off of this spreadsheet. All you got to do is buy them in bulk. Unfortunately, no discounts like DHgate for bulk buying, but you are saving a lot in shipping costs, especially since you are shipping them all together. But you can see we have AirPods, we have JBL speakers, AirPod Maxes, we even have PS5 controllers, which actually work. But one thing that I will say about PS5 and PS4 controllers, you're always going to find some unofficial controllers out there, and that's pretty much what that is. They just look exactly identical to the real PS5 controller. So I'm on Amazon right now, and one thing that you will notice is that the official ones are around $60. They have some unofficial ones in different colorways at $75, but if you go back to the Mulebuy spreadsheet, you can actually find them for $22. Obviously, that's not the final cost because you're going to have to pay a little bit in shipping, but it's 100% worth it because you can easily get one of these. They do work, they connect to your PS5, and you're pretty much good to go, which is kind of crazy. So personally, I would probably end up buying 3 of these if I had a PS5 because they come with one, and I pretty much can have all my friends hopping on the game at the same time. Next up, we do have bracelets. A lot of these are one size fits all, but obviously you can adjust them, no problem at all. We also do have watches. There's a ton of different things on this spreadsheet that I do recommend tapping into. One that I'm very upset about is going to be this Chrome Heart Apple Watch. This seems like a very hard design that I need to pick up, but unfortunately they stopped selling it. Next up, we do have shoes, and as you can see right here, we do have a bunch of different colorways of the Lanvins. I'm going to let this load because I just like to show you guys the authentic process of Mulebuy and how long it takes, and it honestly doesn't take long at all. As you can see, the QC photos do actually pop up. These will set you back around $75 plus shipping costs, but these shoes are definitely A1, and obviously you don't have to ship out with the box. But me personally, as you can see in the background, I love my boxes, especially for displaying and showcasing to people, but the Lanvins are a very hard shoe. When it comes down to sizing, I do recommend going true to size. So for Lanvin, most of the time I'm going to be a size 44, which is going to be a size 10, but I noticed in shoes such as Balenciaga, especially the runners, you're going to be a size 43 if you are a size 10, so make sure that you do look it up ahead of time before actually purchasing. But most of the time, going true to size has worked in my favor, and Lanvins are just such a bulky shoe that you need to add to your collection, so I highly recommend picking up. Here's the $28 foam runners. These are going to probably be the best quality that you could possibly find on the market. They have a bunch of different colorways. I actually did buy some cheap foam runners, and they pretty much do the same thing. Most of the time, I'll go ahead and take these to the gym. As you can see, just so many different ones. They also have Yeezy slides on here, which are going to be a little bit cheaper, but I highly recommend picking up from this seller right here. And they also do have the QC photos just in case you were interested. As you can see, someone's picking up their foam runners, other people are picking up the Yeezy slides, and honestly, it's a win-win situation. I do recommend shipping without the box. These boxes are not too impressive. As you guys can see, I think most of them are yep, there's the box right there. And as you can see, this person is probably going to end up removing the box because it just takes up a lot of space, and it's going to cost you a lot just to ship this out. Scrolling up, we do have the purple jeans listing, and a lot of people ask me about jean sizing. I do recommend going true to size, and if your jeans are a little bit bigger, I do recommend just getting a belt. It's a very simple fix. One thing that I will note though is that there's so many different colorways in these jeans, and it's kind of hard to go ahead and legit check them. As you guys know, there's just so many different colorways right here. They also do have shorts on some listings. They'll have like some Amiri shorts, purple shorts, tons of different different options to go ahead and select from, so I highly recommend picking it up. They also do have the purple tag and branding on it as well, so keep that in mind. That's one thing that I will say about Mulebuy, is they do show you the product up front most of the time. Sometimes they will blur it out, but most of the time you can simply scroll down and you can find a bunch of different people purchasing it. Unfortunately for this one, they do not have any previous QCs, but trust me on this, I did purchase and they were really good quality. But anyways guys, that's pretty much it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed and were able to go ahead and figure out exactly how to navigate the Mulebuy spreadsheet. I pretty much update it every single week, and I also add items from the hauls on this channel. If you guys are not already, make sure to go ahead and sign up with the link down in the description below to go ahead and get your exclusive sign up offer, and I'll see you guys next time in the next video for Agent Jamal. Bye.